Hey guys, what's up? It's me, J Daddy, here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Yutyrannus remodel. This model is obviously brought to you by the one and only Blamison, one of my favorite developers. And I gotta say guys, in comparison to the old model of Yutyrannus, this is a stark upgrade. Blamison based the size of this thing on his Rex model, so this should be a little bit more accurate. I gotta say though, like this is such an improvement. The legs are actually out of the ground. But yeah, here I'll show you guys the roar, the growl, and the call. You guys can let me know down in the comments if you guys want a meta mysteries of Yutyrannus, I guess. I don't know if you guys want to see that. Or any meta mysteries for that, but Chicken also fixed a few other things as well. Right. And as is something I pointed out in my other video, AB wasn't able to jump, but now as you can see, AB's jump is back. It was just a glitch on their side, so you're able to jump again and glide. You're also able to sleep again, which is good. You can sleep and glide, and the water still feels really weird. He fixed it a little bit, I think, from the last time. It still pulls you down though. It pulls you way down really quickly, so you gotta hold on for dear life still. But he's messing with the systems right now. And also there is a poll out right now by Blamison, and I'll leave a link to the Unhatched Games Discord in the description, and you guys can go join the Unhatched Games Discord and vote for the creature you think is most wanted. I don't want to be biased towards anything. I don't want you guys to just vote for something because I want you to vote for something. I voted for the Dinosaur personally, but that doesn't mean you need to. And I'll show you a list right here, right? Alright, and first on the list is Evamimus, right? This is the current Evamimus model. Not too great. Could use a remodel for sure. Next up is the Sauroposid. Definitely could also use a remodel because it's okay. It's just really bland. It's one color. It doesn't look very good. And I feel like it could do well, right? And then next up we have Stegosaurus, which I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I love Stegosaurus. I love Pachycephalosaurus. This is awful. This is horrible. No offense to Searchy, whatever. It's an old model. It really needs a remodel. Next up we have Alberto, which I can see why it would need a remodel, but at the same time it's kind of like that old Rex kind of thing, right? And more likely than not, nobody's gonna use it, and they're probably just gonna pick Totem Terror, if anything. Before you get all excited and everything, right, before you start freaking out, even if Sauroposiden were to win the remodeling poll, that does not mean Kaiju Sauroposiden will be along with that, right? There's no confirmation that it would ever get remodeled. If anything, there's actually the opposite. Surfs has said multiple times that he does not want this remodeled. I don't know why, right? Don't bother the devs about it, right? This model was made by Serves. Maybe he just likes the model. I couldn't tell you. But yeah, I just want to point out to you guys that Sauroposiden actually got a remodel back in 2018. It was just never released, and I'll show you here right now. It kind of like looks like a Lusotitan kind of vibe, like kind of like Pew-ish, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know if they have this anywhere. But you know, if they do, you know, add it, and and then you can just give us what really deserves a remodel. Alright, and the next up we have Giraffatitan, and yeah, it's also just another plain one it's just orange. That's all it is. If it had like some actual like pattern to it, like maybe it really reminds me of classic Bracky, but either way, people are still gonna use Kaiju Giraffatitan if it gets voted for. More likely than not, in my opinion. Alright, and next up we have Dinosaur. Right, and yes, that's how you pronounce Dinosaurus. Alright, don't give me no Dinosaurus. Right. I actually would love to see this thing get remodeled. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like some prehistoric. If you've seen Prehistoric Planet, that made me like want Dinosaurus like remodeled or something. It's kind of an old model. It's not the worst out of the bunch, but I could definitely. I wouldn't be upset if it got chosen. And then we have Parasaurolophus, which, my God, is this model just not good in my opinion. It's just it's hard to look at sometimes. And Parasaurolophus is actually quite a popular dinosaur. I'm not gonna lie, and it just gets done so dirty in this game. You know, and I know Blame said he's not doing skins, but I would love to see a remodel of Dark Marine Parasaurolophus. But yeah, next one. Alright, and for this next one, some of you might be wondering, what even is this? Why? This thing, in real life, is kind of like a small mosasaur. Yeah. I mean, it can be fun to play as. It's actually pretty strong. But I really don't see a need for this thing to get a remodel, and I highly doubt the developers too, because at the end of the day, probably no one's gonna play as it. I'm be honest. Unless it's good, no one's gonna play as it. All right, and this next one, which was really like up there in the Discord. This one and Sauroposiden were like battling it out a little bit in the polls for a little while. This one is two skins actually, so it would be Irritator, and it would be Baryonyx. My only thing with this is like I could see why they want to remodel, but at the same time, these models are fine, right? If anything, like Irritator, a remodel for Irritator would be good, because not everyone has Alien Irritator. You know, not everyone has Alien Irritator. But with Barry, like, you got so many skins to choose from to pick instead of just the base, you know, Barry. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. Let me know down in the comments what you guys want to win. Alright, now, I'm going to start this off by being a little biased on this. I am very much wanting Therizino remodel. I made several propaganda posters. And yes, they were propaganda posters. Blamison said that if we made propaganda posters, that we would more likely not get our remodel that we want. He was obviously joking. But Therizinosaur is definitely what I want. Just mainly because, like, I feel like Theri is so done dirty in this game. Like, its neck isn't long enough. Its stance is a little bit weird. It's a nice model, and it's iconic to DS, but it could really use a remodel. Like, out of everything. Food. That's what Theri is in DS. It's food. You eat Therizinosaurs. That's it. So, I feel like we need justice for Therizinosaur. Like, yes, there are a lot of skins to choose from, and I'm sure a lot of people will use other stuff, right? But at the same time, this is such an iconic creature that I feel like new players are going to be specifically looking for this, right? But again, I want to preface, I'm very biased towards this. This is who I voted for, right? Do not vote for Theri just because I vote for it. Vote for it if you want it, okay? No needing... We don't need any rigged votes, okay? Vote for what you want. Alright, last and probably least, just because of how terrible this model is, this is Futolongosaurus, which means Withered Willow. That's like literally the only time you see this dinosaur. It's Withered Willow, right? This is the last option for the remodels, right? My thing is, like, yes, I see why we could use a remodel, but when it really boils down to it, you could honestly just take apart pieces of Withered Willow and, like, make it to where it doesn't have all those branches and stuff, and you got yourself the perfect sauropod. So, yeah, and most people are going to be using Withered Willow anyways, so... But anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys want for the remodel, right? Let me know down in the comments. Join the Unhatched Games Discord, right? Or the Dinosaur Incorporated Discord. The poll is in both Discords, right, for you to vote on. Right, and if you have any questions about how to vote or anything like that in the polls, let me know, right? And yeah, don't be biased towards anything, right? There was a little bit of controversy about the votes being rigged a little bit, so it's very possible that the votes could be recast at some point. But yeah, again, I'm hoping for Therizinosaur, but whatever you guys want, you choose, right? This boils down to what you want to see in the game, not what your favorite content creator wants. It's what you want to see. But anyways, that is all for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!